Are you ready for some great news? Kamala Harris has an intonation lesson for you. The Vice President of the United States has a very short, really fun, very special, and actually pretty easy intonation lesson for you. So I'm going to put you in contact with her. And just to get you ready for this really special lesson, here's what I want you to do. Get your ear ready, prep your ear to notice what words she's emphasizing. And how will you know what words she's emphasizing? Well, besides sort of having an intuition that you should be developing more and more for catching what words are emphasized, you want to specifically listen for where her voice goes up. And she's going to make it really easy for you, not only because it's very clear to hear, but also she's going to punctuate these stressed words with her body. So her body movement is going to indicate also what words are important, what words are getting the stress. Just like I'm doing right now, what words are important, what words are getting the stress, what words are emphasized. Now you notice that the word emphasized is being emphasized. It's a 3-syllable word, right? So where am I hitting that word? Emphasized. I'm hitting it on the stressed syllable. Well, Kamala Harris is a lot like me in some ways. Actually, everybody does this. When we use our body to punctuate our speech, a lot of the time we are moving on the stressed words and not on the whole word. If it's a multi-syllable word, we're going to move on the stressed syllable because that is the syllable that's actually being emphasized. That's where the voice movement is. So she's going to give you a lesson that makes it really plain to see this. Let me tell you a little bit about the occasion here. Juneteenth, which is June 19th, is being officially declared a national holiday. Listen to the 5 phrases Vice President Harris uses to describe Juneteenth. 4 of them are old names for the day, and 1 is a new name. What word does she stress in each phrase? Now, why she's stressing the words that she does actually is part of a fundamental pattern in spoken English that we're going to talk a lot about. But for right now, I don't want you to worry about that. I just want you to get your ear ready to listen for intonation, and she's going to help you by punctuating it with her body movement. You are very lucky, so get your ears ready. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it is my pleasure to bring you Vice President of the United States, Kamala Harris.
Please have a seat. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. So throughout history, Juneteenth has been known by many names: Jubilee Day, Freedom Day, Liberation Day, Emancipation Day, and today, a national holiday.
Now, this is not one of the 5 phrases, but it's a good little warm-up, so let's do this one too. Listen and watch her body to see what words she's stressing in this phrase.
So throughout history,
Is this what you got? Throughout history.
throughout history,
Throughout history. You see her head go forward a little bit on history. Throughout history. And not only on the word history, on the syllable hiss, right? Throughout history. Try it with me. Throughout history. When you get your body into it, you really start to feel it and you really start to do it. Let's do it one more time.
throughout history,
Throughout history. Okay, get your ear ready and also your eyes. What is she going to stress in this phrase? In every chunk of language, there's one word that gets like a kind of spotlight on it. See if you can find what word is getting the spotlight in the next phrase. Get your ears ready and also your eyes.
Juneteenth has been known by many names. Juneteenth has been known by many names. Juneteenth has been known by many names.
Ah, Juneteenth has been known by many names. Juneteenth has been known by many names. Okay, what word do you hear being stressed there? Juneteenth, that's got stress on both parts, right? Juneteenth, that's kind of interesting. So it's interesting when we identify a word with a double stress pattern like Juneteenth. But right now what we're looking for is the word that gets the most emphasis in this phrase. And it is not Juneteenth. Juneteenth gets a little bit, but there's one that gets more. Listen for the pitch change. Where does the pitch change start? Find that, and you'll find your focus word.
Juneteenth has been known by many names.
Juneteenth has been known by many names. So where does the pitch go up and then drop off? Juneteenth has been known by many names. You go up for that first syllable in many, and then your voice comes sliding down the roller coaster. Juneteenth has been known by many names. Here she's stressing many. That's pretty interesting, right? Because a lot of the time in a situation like this, we would say maybe Juneteenth has been known by many names. We would stress names because that's the noun. But here, she does something different. She doesn't say many names. She says many names. And there is a reason, there's a principle underlying it. It's very interesting. It's a psychological principle that's subconscious that we operate on. And she's doing it subconsciously. But the reason she's doing it is because... Actually, I'm not going to give it away because that won't give you a chance to think about it on your own. So you think about it, and if you think that you know why she's saying many names, write it in the comments and let me know what you think. By many names, many names. Names goes down. Why? Why do you think she emphasizes many instead of names? Write it in the comments. And if you're dying to see the part of the video that I covered up, let me know and I will share that with you. And if you're really interested in thinking about why she emphasizes many, here's a little clue. You might want to consider the context in which she's giving this speech. Okay, here comes the first name. Which word is she going to stress?
Juneteenth has been known by many names. Jubilee Day, Jubilee Day, Jubilee Day, Jubilee Day.
Jubilee Day. Yeah. So is this what you got? Jubilee Day. What's being stressed? Jubilee. The word Jubilee, right? Jubilee Day. The word Jubilee is stressed, but what's really stressed is not the whole word. It's the stressed syllable, Jubilee, the third syllable. So she doesn't do that body movement until she gets to the stressed syllable, Jubilee Day. Let's watch it again.
Jubilee.
Did you see how she reached up with her head to hit that high syllable, lee? And then she's going to go back down for day.
Day, Jubilee Day, Jubilee Day, Jubilee Day.
Jubilee Day. What I usually do with my hand to show intonation, she does with her head in this case. Jubilee Day. All right, you do it too. You do it with me. It's going to make a big difference if you get your body into it. Okay, get ready for the next one.
Jubilee Day, Freedom Day.
Freedom Day.
Freedom Day, Freedom Day, Freedom Day, Freedom Day, Freedom Day.
Ah, Freedom Day. And you notice how low my voice is going at the end of that, right? Freedom Day. That's really how we say it. Freedom Day. Freedom Day. You're doing this with me, right? When you get your body into it, it's going to make a big difference and how much you feel it, how much it really gets into your system and becomes part of you. So definitely get your body involved. Okay, get ready for the next two phrases.
Liberation Day, Liberation Day, Liberation Day, Liberation Day.
Liberation Day. Did you see what she did? Did you see what she did with her finger? Could she make it any easier for you? I mean, it's almost like you're cheating, right? Liberation Day. Liberation. Oof. Liberation. 4 syllables. When does her finger go up?
Liberation Day.
We know that liberation is the stressed word, not day, right? But her finger goes up just on the stressed syllable.
Liberation Day.
Liberation Day, right? Liberation Day.
Liberation Day. Emancipation Day. Liberation Day. Emancipation Day.
Emancipation Day. Emancipation Day. Emancipation Day. Emancipation Day. Emancipation Day. Yeah.
Liberation Day. Emancipation Day. And today, a national holiday.
And today, and you notice that even in this very formal situation, she does not say today. The lips are not going out, right? She's not saying and today, and today, and today.
And today, and today, and today, and today, a national holiday.
A national holiday. She goes forward. She overpronounces the word a. She doesn't say a national holiday like we normally would. A national holiday. She overpronounces it for emphasis because she's presenting it as something really special. Now, she didn't have to do this, but this is just the way that she chose, probably in the moment, to present this as something really cool, really special, and really to be enjoyed and celebrated. A national holiday. And she goes forward a little bit with her body when she does it. A national holiday. Now, which word is she stressing in national holiday? I think I just gave it away, right? A national holiday. A national holiday. That's right. It is something really special that we have accomplished that we should all be proud of. That's kind of the attitude that she's taking when she delivers that line. All right, it's time to do the whole thing. Join me and we're going to imitate everything about Kamala's speech, including her body movements. Let's go. Now let's take this little speech that was so celebratory, and we will just channel Kamala Harris. We are going to feel our Kamala Harris energy, and we're going to say it the way she does. You ready? Let's do it. We're going for an Oscar here. Throughout history, Juneteenth has been known by many names. Jubilee Day, Freedom Day, Liberation Day, Emancipation Day, and today, a national holiday. Now, there are subconscious principles, rules, governing each of these intonation choices that Vice President Harris makes. And they're fascinating, and we're going to be talking a lot about them, which, by the way, if that's a topic that interests you, you should definitely subscribe because it's one of my favorite things to talk about in English and in the world. So we're going to be doing a lot of that in the future. But for right now, we're going to look at just one of these patterns because it's one of the most common intonation patterns in English that we use all the time, but that I notice that a lot of English learners haven't picked up on or haven't fully picked up on, and it's major. So there are a few instances of it here. We're going to look at them briefly in this video, and in future videos we'll be diving much deeper into this pattern. But let's take a look at these 5 phrases that Kamala Harris uses to describe Juneteenth. She says that throughout history it's been known by many names. What are those names? Well, Jubilee Day. What do you notice about Jubilee Day? We have 2 words, Jubilee Day, but they're not getting equal stress. Now, normally when you have 2 words and the second one is a noun, day, that word will get the stress. For example, have a nice day. It was a long day. I had a good day. It was a tough day. It was an important day. Day, day, day. In phrases like these, day gets the stress. But not when we say Jubilee Day. Jubilee Day. So there's a different pattern that's operating when we say Jubilee Day. Do you have any idea what it is? Well, I tell you what, you may have a guess. Let's look at the other phrases that she uses and see if you can detect the pattern. We have Jubilee Day, and then what's the next one? Freedom Day. So this is fitting the same pattern, right? We're not saying Freedom Day, we're saying Freedom Day. Okay, so these 2 are the same. Jubilee Day, Freedom Day. What's next? Liberation Day. Stress syllable ray. Liberation Day. So 3 cases of the same pattern, right? Not stressing day, stressing the other word on the stressed syllable. Okay, and then what's the last one? Emancipation Day. Or she uses her finger, right? Emancipation Day. Okay, so we've got 4 cases of the same pattern. Would you agree? 4 cases of the same musical pattern. That sounds important, especially when you consider that this pattern has a specific meaning. So I'm really glad you're taking the time to train your ear to hear this pattern. And then what's the last one? What's the 5th thing that Juneteenth is called? It's the new one, right? Because President Biden is getting ready to sign Juneteenth into law as a federal holiday, and that was the occasion for this presentation. So Juneteenth, which is June 19th, is now getting an official new name, which is, as Kamala Harris says it, and today, a national holiday. A national holiday. And so in this phrase, national holiday, we have 2 words, just like all of the other names for Juneteenth. What word is being stressed between these 2? National holiday. Yes, a national holiday. So hopefully your ears are picking up the intonation there, and so you see that this pattern is different from the previous 4. So what do the first 4 have in common that's different from number 5? Well, in number 5, national holiday, you have an adjective and a noun. That's just an ordinary descriptive phrase, and it sounds like this: la la. But maybe you noticed that in the first 4, the word before day is also a noun. And when you put 2 nouns together, you get a compound. We adore this kind of compound in English. We have so many of them, and we're making new ones every day. And they have a specific speech music. La la. Now, maybe you're thinking, la la? Could that really be so important? Does that really matter? And my short answer is yes. It's a super common pattern. It's fundamental to spoken English. So learn to love it Start looking for it. You're going to find it everywhere. And when you find it, say la la. So you may already be aware of this pattern. I know that you're already using some instances of it. I am sure that you say laptop. I doubt very much that you say laptop, right? And I'm sure that you say cell phone and birthday and coffee cup. So there are many instances of this that you're already using. What are some of the instances of this pattern that you already use or that you may have recognized recently? Write them in the comments because I'd like to see. And that act of writing some examples in the comments that you are already aware of is going to be one more way to get your brain on the alert. And it's going to start scanning the environment for more instances of this pattern. And it's going to find a lot of them because this pattern is everywhere in English. It's everywhere. So I want you to start noticing this. In fact, I think you should make a list. I personally have a collection of these terms because I love them. So I will share a few terms from my collection with you right now to get you started. So my brain is constantly on the lookout for these compounds. Even when something is in Spanish, I notice where we would make a compound if it were in English. Here's one I found in Mexico. Sesiones abiertas de meditación. How would we say this in English? Well, if we translate it directly, we would say open sessions of meditation. But in English, we have a special operation to take a phrase like sessions of meditation and transform it into something a little shorter. So we would say open meditation sessions. And this little transformation is not complete without stress on the first element, meditation sessions. So look into your heart and ask yourself if you would have a tendency to say meditation sessions. And if that's the case, you are not alone. Most English learners do the same thing, but that means that you still need to pick up on this pattern, and I'm going to help you with that. Let me give you a few more examples of it here, and we'll get into it deep in future videos. So what would you call a ride on a plane? I'd call it a plane ride. And what would you call a rub on the belly? Well, of course, that's a belly rub. And what do you call a note that expresses love? Well, that's a love note, of course. And what do you call a studio for writing? Well, that's a writing studio. What do you call a ceremony of graduation? A graduation ceremony. This is my beautiful friend, and I think she looks like a nature goddess. What do you see when you look at this picture? I see the sunset and the Las Vegas skyline. So I hope that got you started thinking, and you can look around your life and find more instances of this pattern and make a list. I got you started with a list of 50 examples with audio, which you can download for free. Just look in the description and you'll find it there. And I want to hear some of your examples. Leave them in the comments. I can't wait to see what they are. I'm really glad that you joined me for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something good out of it that you're going to take with you. If you liked this video, let me know that you liked it. Tell me your favorite thing about it, the most memorable thing that you're taking away from this video. Let me know. And share it with somebody else who might like it. And be sure to grab the PDF with audio that I made you. And your brain is going to start noticing this pattern in the world around you, which is going to be really good for you. And I will see you very soon to continue this conversation. Bye-bye.